Hey guys, I'm here today with a recipe how to make split pea soup, the green split pea soup. I did go ahead and cut up all my items, cut up all the vegetables and ingredients that I'm going to put into it. I also washed all my meats. I did see different videos where people are using the pressure cookers and putting the meats in there without washing them. I personally wash everything I use in my food, from vegetables to meat. My thing is, I don't know what type of process they went through, if it fell on the floor and they just put it back in the package. When I wash my items, I use either some vinegar or I'll use a lemon, mostly lemon in it to get all the grimy stuff off, especially when you're using chicken. Chicken has a tendency to have like the slimy part, and I kind of have to take that off for my own sake. I did do my chicken, I did do the beef. I'm going to show you how I did it. I do try to get as much fat off of my chicken before I make it, and to have it cleaned out, have it drained out and everything. So I'm going to show you how I have prepared it and what I'm using in it. I usually use everything fresh, from my garlic. It's fresh garlic I will use to put in there. I will cut it up, use it on the grate, put it in there, onions, peppers, whatever you may have. I buy it fresh and I put it in. So I'm going to show you the different meats I'm going to be using for this. Drain it so you don't see any of the bloody water or anything in there. I also did that with the beef. I will post some pictures what kind of beef I bought. Also, I buy the beef bones for the marrow, since I'm low in iron as well, so I'll make sure I get these things. And then the rest of it, these are the bones, but this is the actual meat that I'm gonna use in there. These are some of the spices. I'm not using every one of those. This is ginger, fresh ginger in here, and you have garlic. Those are Scotch bonnet hot peppers. They're very hot. I am gonna put them in there. However, it's only for flavor and the smell. I don't leave them in there too long, because if it busts, it's gonna be very hot for people that really don't like hot and spicy foods. There you have, I have red onions, regular onions, scallions, tomatoes, green peppers. Then here I have, it's pigtail. It comes in salt, but once you buy it, you have to boil it out to get the salt out. I boil it about 3 times to get the salt out of there. They literally look like a pigtail, and then you have to cut it with a cleaver so you could get it into pieces. We am going to be using black pepper. Yeah. Yes, this is whole allspice. They're round cloves. It gives flavor. I wouldn't suggest, once it's cooked, you don't want to bite on it, but other than that, it gives flavor. This is also different. Looks like little sticks, little trees. It's called whole cloves. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil for my meat, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, black pepper. I have this seasoning right here from Goya, all purpose from Goya. A little bit of cayenne pepper to give it some spice. And I don't know if everybody knows what this is. These are like the Maggi cubes, like chicken cubes. It has salt in it, so I'll just be using one of them. And as far as the split peas, I've had them sitting in water since this morning. I did rinse the water out first, I put it in and rinse it out just like you're washing rice, and got all the excess dirt out of there. And then I soaked it. After it started raising up, I rinsed it again twice, and now I just have it sitting. So you can see the water's kind of just clear in there, but the piece itself, you know, did raise up. So basically these are the things I'm going to be using. This is the Instapot that I'm going to use. This is the smaller version Instapot. I am not going to make the soup initially in there. I am going to put the meats in here so they can get nice and tender. Okay, I seasoned the meat. I put some of the seasonings in it. Okay, the chicken is seasoned up. And also is the beef. There's olive oil in here. And I'm going to add the beef to it so it can lightly fry a little. Excuse me, I'm trying to hold the camera so I can show you exactly what I'm doing. As you see, I can tell you here that it's already hot. This is the bone. I'm going to let it fry a little, then I'm going to pressure cook it to get it tender. And then I will show you what I'm going to do with the chicken in the meantime. Okay, here I have some olive oil in a pan. And I am going to put the chicken in here to start frying my chicken, and then I'm going to add some of the spices to it. And I will show you how that's being done as well. I'm going to let this brown out, and then I'm going to show you the next step of adding the onions and other items. Yes, okay, as you can see, it's browning and it's frying. If I didn't mention it earlier, this is olive oil that I'm using to fry it. And now I'm going to add some of the onions and peppers to it. This is going into the soup, but it'll just give it more flavor. Add some of the ginger there. Some garlic. And you could just stir it around after you get it stirred. Now I'll let it fry a little more, and then I'll just let it sit until it's ready to go into the soup. This is the process of the beef. Okay, this is how it looks fried with the onions, peppers, and things in there. And then let's go over to the pressure cooker with the beef. Actually, it looks more done in person than on this camera. And I'm going to also add the onions and peppers to this at this point. Then I'm going to pressurize it in the pressure cooker so we can get tender. Add some garlic. And also the ginger. So now I'm going to pressurize these. And what I'm going to also do, I'm going to go ahead and add the pigtails in the beef so it can also boil as well and get tender. Okay, at the same token, I'm going to add these in there. You could add about 5 or 6 of them, both of them that I showed you earlier. And then I'm also going to add this, the chicken bouillon, and then I'm going to add some water to it. One second. Now I will add water. In order to pressurize and cook it. I brought the chicken over to this pot because that's where I'm going to put the soup in. So I added the rest of my onions and peppers to this so it can nicely fry and give it a great flavor. This is the finishing of the soup in the pressure cooker. Everything is very tender. Let me move it to steam. But you see how it looks. So what I'm gonna do now, because I have some extra chicken in the pot, I had this chicken also boiling, the one that I fried. I added water to it, and also I have dumplings in here. So I made some dumplings as well, as you can see. And then I'm gonna take it from the rice cooker and pour it in here. I mix it up together, and then the soup is finished. There you have it. Okay guys, can you see the finished product now? This is the green split pea soup with all the ingredients, very meaty, dumplings, chicken wings, beef, etc. Very hearty meal. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment below. If there's anything you need me to give you in more detail, please feel free to ask. Okay, that's the conclusion of the meal that I prepared for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up for the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. If there's anything else you want me to cook or show you how to cook, please feel free to ask as well. Bye-bye.